Welcome back. Today we're diving into the most valuable United Kingdom 2 shilling coins florins, including the top 5 rare years, mint marks, and condition grades that collectors look for worldwide. The UK 2 shilling coin florin was minted from later circulated into the decimal era. While many are common, certain dates, mint marks, and conditions can make them worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Let's get started. First up, the fascinating United Kingdom 2 shilling coin dated 1955, commonly known as the florin. While many collectors focus on coins in pristine condition, even damaged and heavily circulated examples can attract interest due to their historical significance and collectability. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1955 2 shilling coin, examine its unique features, discuss its rarity and damaged condition, and review its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy learning about British coins and their hidden values, stay tuned until the end. The 2 shilling, or florin, was an important denomination in British currency for over a century. Introduced in 1849, the florin was worth £0.1 and played a significant role in everyday transactions throughout the United Kingdom. The 1955 2 shilling coin was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a few years after her accession to the throne in 1952. The 1955 issue belongs to the early Elizabeth II coinage series and reflects the design style of post-war Britain. Millions of these coins were struck for circulation, allowing them to be used extensively in commerce. As a result, many examples became worn, scratched, bent, or otherwise damaged over decades of use. Today, these coins serve as historical artifacts from a period of British economic and social rebuilding following World War II. The obverse of the 1955 2 shilling coin features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by sculptor Mary Gillick. Around the portrait appears the Latin inscription identifying Elizabeth as Queen. The reverse displays a decorative arrangement of national emblems representing the nations of the United Kingdom. The design includes a Tudor rose for England, a thistle for Scotland, a shamrock for Northern Ireland, and a leek for Wales, all crowned and beautifully arranged. The denomination 2 shillings and the date 1955 are prominently displayed. The coin was struck in cupra nickel, a durable alloy containing copper and nickel. It weighs approximately 11.31 grams and measures about 28.5 millimeters in diameter. These specifications make it a substantial and recognizable coin among British collectors. Although the 1955 2 shilling coin is not considered a rare date, collector interest remains steady because it is part of the early Queen Elizabeth II series. In damaged condition, such as coins with heavy wear, scratches, corrosion, discoloration, rim dents, or cleaning marks, the value is generally lower than that of well-preserved examples. However, damaged coins still attract beginner collectors, history enthusiasts, and individuals seeking affordable examples of classic British coinage. Some damaged pieces retain collectible value if the date, portrait, and major design elements remain visible. Coins with unusual minting errors or historical provenance may command higher prices despite their poor condition. Because large numbers were originally produced, rarity is not typically driven by mintage figures but rather by the condition and eye appeal of surviving specimens. Collectors searching for complete Elizabeth II coin sets often purchase damaged examples when higher-grade coins are unavailable or beyond their budget. The market value of a 1955 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin depends heavily on its condition. In damaged condition, values are usually modest but can still exceed face value due to collector demand. A heavily worn or damaged example typically sells for around 50 cents to $3 USD. Coins with moderate damage but clear details may bring between $3 and $8 through online marketplaces and collector sales. Examples that are damaged yet retain strong details and attractive surfaces occasionally sell for $10 to $20 USD. Auction results can vary depending on buyer interest, the quality of photographs, and the selling platform. It is important to remember that exceptional auction prices are generally reserved for coins in much higher grades or for unusual varieties. Most damaged 1955 florins remain affordable collectibles rather than high-value rarities. If you own a 1955 2 shilling coin, start by carefully examining its condition. Look for wear on the Queen's portrait, damage along the rim, scratches, corrosion, or signs of cleaning. These factors significantly affect value. Avoid cleaning old coins, as cleaning can reduce collector interest and lower resale prices. Store coins in protective holders or albums to prevent further deterioration. If you suspect your coin has an unusual minting error, consider consulting a professional coin dealer or grading service for evaluation. Collectors interested in British coinage may also enjoy assembling a complete set of Elizabeth II florins from different years. Even lower-grade examples can help build an attractive and historically meaningful collection. The 1955 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin, or florin, is an interesting piece of British numismatic history. While damaged examples are generally not rare, they remain collectible because of their connection to the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign and their distinctive design. Most damaged coins sell for a few dollars, with values typically ranging from 50 cents to $20 USD depending on condition and collector demand. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 shilling coin dated 1951, often known as the florin. If you have found one of these coins in an old collection, a coin jar, or even in a worn and dirty condition, you may be wondering whether it has any value. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1951 2 shilling coin, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and its current auction market value in US dollars. Stay with us until the end because you may be surprised to learn how much certain examples can sell for. The 2 shilling, commonly called the florin, was an important part of British currency before decimalisation. The denomination was first introduced in 1849 and represented 1/10 of a pound sterling. The 1951 florin was issued during the reign of King George VI, one of Britain's most respected monarchs. The year 1951 was particularly significant because it was the final full year before the accession of Queen Elizabeth II following the death of King George VI in 1952. Millions of florins were produced for circulation, and they were widely used throughout the United Kingdom for everyday transactions. Today, these coins serve as historical reminders of post-war Britain and remain popular among collectors. The 1951 2 shilling coin is struck in cupronickel and has a diameter of approximately 28.5 millimeters. On the obverse side, collectors will find the portrait of King George VI facing left, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. Around the portrait is the royal inscription identifying the king. The reverse side features an elegant crowned rose placed at the center, flanked by thistles and shamrocks representing the nations of the United Kingdom. The detailed artwork and balanced design make this coin visually appealing even after decades of circulation. Many surviving examples show signs of wear, dirt, scratches, and discoloration, but the major design elements are usually still visible when discussing rarity. It is important to understand that the standard 1951 2 shilling coin is not considered extremely rare because millions were minted. However, finding examples in excellent uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly difficult. Coins that are dirty, heavily circulated, or damaged are much more common. Even so, there is still collector demand for these pieces because they represent the final years of King George VI coinage. Beginners often purchase lower-grade examples to complete their collections without spending large amounts of money. Some collectors also seek coins with interesting toning, historical wear patterns, or unusual minting errors, which can increase value significantly. Therefore, while a dirty 1951 florin is not rare by itself, it remains collectible and historically important. Now let's discuss the value that many viewers are curious about. In dirty or heavily circulated condition, a 1951 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin generally sells for around $1 to $5 US dollars. Coins with moderate wear but clear details may bring between $5 and $15. Better preserved specimens with strong detail and attractive surfaces can sell for $20 to $50. Uncirculated examples may reach $75 or more depending on market demand. If a coin possesses a rare minting error or exceptional eye appeal, auction prices can climb significantly higher. As always, values fluctuate based on collector interest, auction competition, and the overall condition of the coin. If you own a 1951 2 shilling coin, avoid cleaning it aggressively. Many collectors prefer original surfaces, even if the coin appears dirty. Cleaning can reduce collectible value by creating scratches or unnatural shine. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent further damage. Examine it carefully for unusual features such as double strikes, off-center designs, or other minting errors. Comparing your coin with auction records and consulting a professional grading service can help determine its true market value. Patience is also important, as collector demand can change over time. The United Kingdom 1951 2 shilling coin is a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. Although most dirty and circulated examples are not particularly rare, they remain popular among collectors because of their connection to King George VI and the final years of pre-decimal British coinage. In dirty condition, these coins typically sell for a few dollars, while higher-grade examples can command much stronger prices at auction. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1951 florin is a coin worth appreciating for both its historical significance and collectible appeal. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 2 shilling coin dated 1958, also known as the florin. This historic British coin remains a favourite among collectors because of its classic design, connection to Queen Elizabeth II, and its important place in Britain's pre-decimal currency system. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1958 2 shilling coin, examine its unique features, discuss its rarity and collector demand, and discover how much it can sell for in today's auction market in US dollars. If you enjoy coin collecting and learning about valuable coins, stay with us until the end. The 2 shilling, commonly known as the florin, was an important denomination in British currency. The florin was first introduced in 1849 as part of an early attempt to decimalize the British monetary system. By 1958, the coin was circulating widely throughout the United Kingdom during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1958 florin was struck in cupronickel rather than silver, as British circulating silver coins had already transitioned to base metal compositions after 1946. The coin represented 1/10 of a pound, making it especially useful when Britain later adopted decimal currency in 1971. Because of this, florins continued circulating for many years as 10-pence coins. The 1958 2 shilling coin features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. The inscription surrounding her portrait reads Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. On the reverse, the coin displays a beautiful Tudor rose at the center, surrounded by symbolic plants representing the nations of the United Kingdom. This elegant design has made the coin a favorite among collectors. The coin is composed of cupronickel, weighs approximately 11.3 grams, and measures about 28.5 millimeters in diameter. More than 9.5 million examples were minted in 1958, making it a relatively common date compared to some scarcer British issues. Although the 1958 florin is not considered a rare coin because millions were produced, collector demand remained steady. Most surviving examples are found in circulated condition, while high-grade specimens with sharp details and original luster are much harder to find. Coins that are damaged, scratched, cleaned, bent, or heavily worn usually attract less attention from serious collectors. However, even damaged examples are often purchased by beginners, history enthusiasts, and collectors building date sets of British coinage. The popularity of Queen Elizabeth II coinage also helps maintain demand for the 1958 florin in the numismatic marketplace. Now let's discuss value. A 1958 United Kingdom 2 shilling coin in fine condition typically sells for around 75 cents to $2. Very fine examples may bring between $2 and $5, while extremely fine specimens can reach approximately $7 to $10. Uncirculated examples with strong eye appeal often sell for $20 to $35 or more. Exceptional mint state pieces offered through major auctions can sometimes achieve even higher prices, especially when professionally graded. Damaged coins generally sell for less than $1 to a few dollars depending on their condition and collector interest. Auction results vary according to demand, grading, and market trends, so values can change over time. If you own a 1958 2 shilling coin, avoid cleaning it because cleaning can reduce its value significantly. Store the coin in a protective holder or capsule to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Carefully inspect the coin for wear, luster, and overall eye appeal. When buying examples for investment purposes, focus on the highest grade you can reasonably afford. It is also helpful to compare auction records and consult professional grading services when evaluating particularly attractive specimens. Building a collection of florins from different years can be an enjoyable and educational way to explore British numismatic history. The United Kingdom 1958 2 shilling coin is a wonderful piece of British history. While it is not exceptionally rare due to its large mintage, it remains popular among collectors because of its beautiful design, historical significance, and connection to Queen Elizabeth II. Most circulated examples are affordable, but high-grade coins can command respectable auction prices in the collector market. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your coin collecting journey, the 1958 florin is a coin worth appreciating and preserving. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 shillings coin from 1953, also widely known as the florin. This coin carries special attention not only because of its historical importance but also because it was issued in the coronation year of Queen Elizabeth II. In this video, we will explore its background, unique design features, collector demand especially in fine and damaged conditions, and most importantly, its current auction market value in US dollars. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, this coin has interesting insights to offer. The 1953 2 shillings coin comes from a significant transitional period in British monarchy history. In 1953, Queen Elizabeth II was officially crowned, marking a new era for the United Kingdom. Coins issued in this year hold symbolic importance, as they represent the early reign of one of Britain's longest-serving monarchs. The 2 shillings, or florin, was a standard circulating silver-coloured coin in British currency before decimalisation. By 1953, it was no longer made of silver but of a copper-nickel alloy, making it durable for everyday use. Although the mintage of this coin was quite large, running into the tens of millions, it remains popular among collectors due to its historical context rather than its scarcity. The 1953 2 shillings coin features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Mary Gillick. This portrait is widely admired for its youthful and elegant depiction of the young monarch. On the reverse side, the coin displays the famous Tudor rose surrounded by national floral emblems, symbolizing unity within the United Kingdom. The inscription "Fifth of a pound" is also present, reminding users of its value in the pre-decimal British monetary system. One of the most interesting aspects of this coin is its connection to the coronation year. Many collectors specifically seek 1953 issues because they represent the beginning of a new royal era, making them more emotionally valuable than many other common-date coins. In terms of rarity, the 1953 2 shillings is not considered a rare coin in the traditional sense. Because of its high mintage, millions were circulated throughout the United Kingdom and beyond. However, condition plays a very important role in its desirability. In fine or damaged condition, the coin is extremely common. Many examples show heavy wear, scratches, or discoloration due to decades of circulation. These lower-grade coins are often found in bulk coin lots or inherited collections. Despite this, there is still consistent collector demand. Beginners often seek these coins as entry-level pieces into British numismatics, while thematic collectors value them for their coronation year significance. However, in damaged condition, the coin's rarity value is essentially minimal, and its price depends mostly on metal content, appeal, and historical interest rather than scarcity. When it comes to market value, the 1953 2 shillings coin in fine or damaged condition typically remains affordable in today's auction and resale market. Most circulated examples sell for approximately $1 to $5 depending on wear level and buyer interest. A coin in fine condition, meaning moderate wear but still visible details, may reach around $3 to $10 in private sales or online auctions. Higher grade examples, such as extremely fine or uncirculated coins, can rise significantly in value, sometimes reaching $15 to $40 or more, especially if professionally graded. However, damaged or heavily worn coins generally stay at the lower end of the market spectrum. It is important to note that auction prices can vary depending on demand spikes, collector interest in coronation year coins, and overall market trends in British coinage. If you are interested in collecting the 1953 2 shillings coin, the first tip is to focus on condition. Even though circulated examples are inexpensive, upgrading to higher grade specimens can significantly increase long-term value and visual appeal. Second, always check for cleaning or artificial polishing. Many old coins appear shiny but may have been cleaned, which reduces collector value. Third, consider building a themed collection around Queen Elizabeth II early coinage. Coins from her coronation year often carry stronger historical appeal. Finally, purchase from trusted dealers or certified auction platforms when possible, especially if you are aiming for higher grade specimens. To conclude, the United Kingdom 2 shillings 1953 coin is a historically significant yet commonly available piece of British currency. While it is not rare in fine or damaged condition, its connection to Queen Elizabeth II's coronation year gives it lasting collector appeal. In today's market, its value remains modest, typically ranging from just a few dollars depending on condition. However, its true worth lies in its historical importance and its role as a symbol of a new royal era. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 shillings coin dated 1962, especially in circulated condition. While it may seem like just another old coin from pocket change history, this coin has a fascinating story, detailed design features, and a collector market that continues to surprise many beginners. In this video, we will explore its background, its unique characteristics, how rare it really is in worn condition, and what it can actually sell for today in the international auction market, especially in US dollars. The 2 shillings coin, often known as a florin, has a long history in British currency. By 1962, Britain was still using the pre-decimal currency system, where 20 shillings made £1. The florin represented 2 shillings, making it an important mid-value circulation coin used daily across the United Kingdom. The 1962 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, at a time when Britain's coinage system was still traditional but gradually moving toward modernization. Millions of these coins were minted for general circulation, meaning they were heavily used in commerce, transported through countless hands, and today are commonly found in worn or circulated condition. Despite their large mintage, they remain an important part of British monetary history. Just before decimalisation in 1971, the 1962 2 shillings coin is made primarily of cupronickel, giving it a durable silver-like appearance but without being actual silver. It weighs approximately 11.3 grams and measures around 28.5 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse side, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which shows the young queen wearing a laurel wreath, an iconic and elegant design widely admired by collectors. The reverse side displays the Tudor rose in the center, surrounded by floral emblems representing the United Kingdom: the English rose, Scottish thistle, Irish shamrock, and Welsh leek. This symbolic design highlights unity across the nation and remains one of the most recognized florin reverse designs of the pre-decimal era. Even in circulated condition, these design elements are still clearly visible on many coins, though where may reduce fine detail, especially around the Queen's hair and the floral edges. When it comes to rarity, the 1962 2 shillings coin is not considered rare in terms of mintage. In fact, it was produced in large numbers, and circulated examples are still commonly found in old collections, coin jars, and estate lots. However, condition plays a major role in collector interest. In heavily circulated or damaged condition, the coin loses much of its numismatic premium. Still, it holds steady demand among beginner collectors, history enthusiasts, and those building full sets of pre-decimal British coinage. Damaged examples such as those with scratches, edge wear, or weak detail are usually valued more for historical interest than investment. That said, collectors still seek them to complete year sets, which maintains a consistent baseline demand in the market. And today's collector market, the value of a 1962 United Kingdom 2 shillings coin in circulated condition is generally modest. In the United States and international online auctions, typical prices range from about 50 cents to $3 for average worn examples. Coins in slightly better circulated condition with strong detail may reach $4 to $8, depending on eye appeal and demand at the time of sale. Uncirculated or near-perfect specimens are much more valuable, often reaching $10 to $25 or more, but those are not part of the circulated category we are focusing on today. It is important to note that most value increases come from condition, not rarity, since this is a high mintage circulation coin. However, collectors who specialize in British pre-decimal currency often pay slightly more for well-preserved examples to complete premium sets. If you are interested in collecting the 1962 2 shillings coin, especially in circulated condition, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always check the coin's details carefully. Even in worn condition, a clear portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and visible floral designs on the reverse can increase collector appeal. Second, try to avoid coins that are heavily corroded or damaged beyond recognition. Light wear is acceptable and expected, but severe damage significantly reduces value and desirability. Third, consider collecting full date runs of florins from the 1950s and early 1960s. This approach increases both educational and historical value, rather than focusing on a single coin. Finally, always compare prices from multiple sources such as online auctions, coin dealers, and collector forums. Market value can vary depending on demand and condition grading. The United Kingdom 2 shillings 1962 coin in circulated condition may not be a rare treasure in monetary terms, but it remains an important and collectible piece of British history. Its elegant design, historical significance, and connection to the pre-decimal currency system make it a favorite among beginner and intermediate collectors alike. While its market value in worn condition is generally low in dollars, its true worth lies in its historical identity and role in everyday British life before decimalization. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collection, this coin is a solid and meaningful addition to any pre-decimal set. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to explore more coin histories and values on the channel.